So let us all welcome our guest speaker for our real estate VA free webinar, Mr. AJ De Leon.
Ayan,
Yes.
thank you so much, Nia, for that very warm introduction. So, first of all, I want to take this opportunity, of course, to thank Nia for giving me this platform, of course, to disseminate information about how to become a rockstar real estate virtual assistant. Because as we know right now, there are only limited information about how to become a real estate virtual assistant. I'm a real estate virtual assistant since 2021 of March. I started as an onboarding specialist on a real estate brokerage in United States. So where I do, help agents to get onboarded. So I also study paano mag-apply or paano makakuha ng license ang isang real estate agent sa ibang bansa, paano sila makakapag-apply sa isang brokerage. And right after that, my first client who helped me to become a successful real estate virtual assistant saw the potential in me that I could be like someone handle transactions like a transaction coordinator. So that's the time that I promoted as a transaction coordinator. I have zero knowledge when it comes to real estate, as in zero. Pag sinabing zero, hindi ako marunong bumasa ng kontrata, hindi ko alam yung forms na nag-exist sa state of California kasi California yung inawakan kong state. But eventually, nagput ako ng effort, naglaan ako ng oras para matutunan ko yung mga bagay na yon. So, while I'm doing the work, I'm also studying the documents and processes for a couple of years. So, that led me to, mastery of my own niche, which is real estate virtual assistant. So that's why this year I decided to create my own online course on how to become a real estate virtual assistant, and we will discuss it later today. But I don't want to promote it yet at the beginning of the discussion. What I will do is I will discuss what is real estate virtual assistance all about. So, real estate tayo ng real estate, tama. So, pero hindi natin alam or hindi natin talaga ma-appreciate what is the definition of real estate, right? So, pag sinabi po natin real estate, it is a physical property, letter F, no? It's a physical property like land and buildings, both natural, man-made. And the main types are residential, commercial, industrial, raw land, and special use properties. Binasa ko lang, pero may iba explanation yan. So, pag sinabi natin real estate, may apat daw pong klasifikasyon yan o may apat na uri yan. Residential, from the word itself, natitirhan. Yun yung mga bahay na natitirhan. Commercial, ginagamit for businesses. Industrial, same as that. Raw land, it is the vacant land. So, mako-consider daw po pala nating real estate or real property ang isang property or isang infrastructure if siya ay founded sa lupa, if may pundasyon. So, yung mga trail houses or yung mga mobile homes na tinatawag sa ibang bansa, they are not real property daw po. Okay? Kasi, isa sa mga criteria para makonsider na real estate yung isang infrastructure or makonsider siyang isang real property, ay kailangan mag-cause siya ng personal injury kapag pag tinanggal yung isang infrastructure. Of course, di ba? Kapag ikaw ba naman tanggalin mo yung bahay, sirain mo yung bahay, tanggalin mo yung fondasyon, magkakaroon yun ng personal injury or sa owner. So therefore, doon mo mako-consider na real estate ang isang property. So yung mga mobile houses po o mga mobile home or trail houses na nakikita nyo sa US, they cannot be considered as a real property. Okay? And of course, alam naman natin na ang presyo ng lupa ay nag-appreciate time to time. So that's why marami rin pong nag-opt-in ng mga investor dito sa real estate. May tinatawag silang flipping, right? Bumibili sila ng bahay na under foreclosure. Pag sinabing foreclosure, ito yung owned na ng bangko kasi hindi na makapagbayad yung dating owner. So kinuha ni bangko at binibenta niya sa mababang presyo. Ginagawa ng mga real estate investor, binibili nila yon, pinapaganda nila at binibenta nila ng mas malaki. So, yun lamang po. So, pag sinabing real estate, kailangan attached and built sa land at nagko-cause ng personal injury, and kailangan lang tandaan ng four classification: residential, commercial, industrial, and raw land, and special use properties. And also, I also want to add those investment properties because may mga rin tayo, virtual assistant na nasa real estate investment. Next. So, di ba na-discuss ko na siya? I-screenshot nyo na lang. Ayan na yung slide deck. So, again, pag sinabing residential, for living purposes. Pag commercial, ginagamit siya for business. Pag industrial, for manufacturing. Pag land, it is still undeveloped. Bakanteng lote. Ganun lang. Ganun lang natin siya mako-consider. Right? So, ang focus natin ngayon, it's more about residential real estate because that's my specialization. However, I have few experience in handling commercial real estate, industrial, and sa land, marami-rami na rin ako nahawakan. And before, I was able to, like in more on investment property, pero kukuanti lang, sa state of Indiana. So, again, as a real estate virtual assistant, always remember this slide. Your role as a REVA or real estate virtual assistant is to help the realtor and generate revenue. So hindi ka lang order taker as a real estate virtual assistant. You have to think like a business owner. Guys, hindi kayo magtatagal kasama ang mga real estate agent or ang mga realtor in general kung hindi nyo sila tutulungan or wala kayong business like a business mindset. Like, kailangan business owner ako, kailangan tulungan ko yung client ko, kailangan yung i-treat yung business ng client nyo as business nyo rin. Okay? And one thing for sure na kailangan yung gawin is to serve the client at the highest level. Kailangan maramdaman ng kliyente na they are appreciated. When I say client, yun yung mga seller or buyer na kausap yung dalawa ng real estate agent ninyo. Yun yung mga bumibili ng bahay or either nagbebenta ng bahay. Kailangan nilang maramdaman na belong sila because as much as possible, gusto natin na tayo, di ba? Ilalagay natin yung sarili natin sa posisyon ng mga yon. Very stressful bumili ng bahay. As someone na bumili ng bahay, sobrang stressful. Napakadaming paperworks, hindi mo alam kung ma-approve ka. Kung baga maging lang tayo, isa tayo sa mga magpapagaan sa pakiramdam nila, sobrang laking tulong na nun. Like guiding them, hey, my name is ganito and I'll be helping you throughout the transaction. Kung baga i-introduce mo yung sarili na may kasama sila along the way. If you're going to become a real estate virtual assistant, whether you're going to be a transaction coordinator or administrative assistant. So let's talk about real estate virtual assistant. Let's debunk the myth that kapag sinabing real estate virtual assistant, cold calling lang yung pwede mong gawin. Or appointment setter lang yung mga trabaho when it comes to real estate. I'm not saying na I'm not trying to attack those appointments. They are really fantastic because they are the heart of the sales of real estate market. Because if walang appointment setter, walang cold caller, walang sales, walang generation ng sales. That's why very important din yun. But at the same time, sa mga taong katulad nating ayaw magsalita, ayaw kumuda araw-araw kapag nagtatrabaho, real estate virtual assistant is for you. Because there are positions na available like transaction coordination and administrative assistant na hindi mo kinakailangan humawak ng telepono para magtrabaho. All you have to do is to make sure that you are helping your client na matanggal yung burden sa kanila when it comes to paperwork, when it comes to emails. Shout out sa mama ni Mia, hi Tita Maridol. So, that is your role. Remove the back burner, remove all of the things na ayaw gawin ng client mo. I have this quotable quotes that I got from my client. It is about delegating what you hate. So, ang ginagawa ng real estate agent dito, and you can apply this one if you have a client na hindi nyo alam kung paano nyo i-delegate yung task, what you can do is you can list down, you can ask your client to list down all of the things na ayaw nyong gawin, and then yun yung mga bagay na gagawin mo. And then kapag na-identify nyo na yung mga bagay na gagawin mo, she can step up on another level para mag-step up din yung business ninyo. So, why real estate? Okay. Yes, why real estate? Slide number 9. Bakit real estate yung kailangan nating itap na market if you're applying as a virtual assistant or as a freelancer? First is, real estate business constantly needs support with administrative tasks, creating a steady market for virtual assistants. So mataas ang demand. Tatanungin ko kayo, lahat ng viewers ko, 172 sa Facebook, 107 sa TikTok. Gusto nyo ba magkaroon ng bahay at lupa? Lahat kayo masasagot ng oo. Tama? Dahil, ewan ko na lang kung ayaw nyo magkaroon ng bahay at lupa. Ewan ko kung anong mindset meron kayo. Pero lahat tayo gusto magkaroon ng mas maraming bahay at lupa. Tama?
Yes, of
Therefore,
course.
hindi nauubos yung mga clients. At therefore, hindi nauubos yung mga real estate agents sa ibang bansa kasi hindi rin nauubos ang mga taong gustong magkaroon ng bahay. Tama? Hindi nauubos ang mga taong gustong magkaroon ng lupa. So therefore, hindi natatapos yung business. Hindi natatapos yung trabaho ng mga real estate agent. So ganun, sa doon pa lang, makikita nyo na malaki ang pangangailangan ng mga real estate agent. Kasi most of the real estate agent, they are really disorganized. They are someone na very highly focused sa business na ginagawa nila, but they are not really focusing on the administrative side. And that's your role as a real estate virtual assistant. Sambutin sila sa mga ganoong trabaho. Okay? Next, diverse task. Pag sinabing diverse task, hindi lang iisang gawain ang pwede mong gawin kapag real estate virtual assistant ka. Katulad ng sinabi ko, regardless anong skills mo, may kapapasukan ka kapag nasa real estate field ka. Next is opportunity to specialize. I want to highlight this one because as a real estate virtual assistant, our role, regardless of what niche ka or kung nasa anong niche ka, your role is to always to specialize. Because if you are always, trying to upskill and you have your specialization, your client will always rely on you. Therefore, mataas ang possibility na hindi ka niya i-let go. And kapag nag-specialize ka, ibig sabihin, malaki na ang ambag mo sa business. Pag malaki na yung ambag mo sa business, nakakapag-generate na kayo ng revenue. Kapag nakakapag-generate na kayo ng revenue, ibig sabihin, may maipapasahod sa'yo lagi ang kliyente mo, posible maging stable ang business nyo. Okay? And kapag lagi kayo nag-specialize, diba, mas tumataas yung skills or mga services na pwede nyo i-offer, and at the same time, mas nagiging valuable ka sa client ninyo. Aminin natin, kapag nag-specialize tayo, mahirap talaga. Hindi siya biro, okay? Kailangan nyo maglaan ng oras, kailangan nyo maglaan ng utak, okay? Kasi guys, sa freelancing o pagiging isang virtual assistant, hindi ito labanan ng credentials, okay? Let's be honest. Kahit gaano pa kadami extension mo sa pangalan mo, if yung skills mo lagapak, hindi ka magiging successful dito sa market na to. What we need here is skills, and if you can execute those skills na meron ka, and if you can contribute. If hindi ka marunong mag-contribute, and then you have a problem, right? You have to step back and think. Next is potential for growth. Of course, as the real estate market grows, so does the need for skilled virtual assistant offering opportunities for career advancement. So, kasi 'di ba nung pandemic medyo bumaba yung medyo bumagal yung market ng real estate. Ngayon medyo nag-grow na ulit siya. Bumabalik na ulit yung sigla ng market ng real estate. However, from your information, meron ngayong lawsuit ang National Association of Realtors. So, hindi ko na yon i-discuss pa o palalawakin pa. Pero, bibigyan ko lang kayo ng idea ano ang nangyari sa real estate market because of that lawsuit. So, dahil nga nakasuhan ang National Association of Realtors, sila ang nangangalaga sa lahat ng real estate agents sa lahat ng states sa United States. May mga forms and may mga documents and may yung mga proseso na bago na rin when it comes to real estate. At ang nangyari doon, parang kinabahan yung mga real estate agent regarding about that changes. However, dahil nga founded and very systematized yung process sa US when it comes to real estate, sinusuportahan nila ng tamang kaalaman yung mga real estate agent. Therefore, bumabalik pa rin sa dati yung sigla ng market kahit may konting banta na hindi na maganda yung real estate market. Naniniwala kasi ako na if you're a good real estate agent, if you're a good business owner, you will survive any type of markets. Remember, last 2008, alam ko grade 1 pa lang ako noon at mas may mga matatanda sa akin noon. There's a recession happened during that time. But, there is still a lot of successful real estate agents right now. They survived the recession. And that's the goal. Okay? Next, Flexible work environment. Just like me, I can work kahit saan. I can work kahit nasa bakasyon ako, right? Of course, building networks. So to be honest, guys, I have, direct clients na rin. And yung mga direct clients ko, dahil nga alam nila yung track record ko, alam nila kung paano ako magtrabaho, they are trying to refer client at sa akin. Like, hey, AJ, can you help me to find a virtual assistant like you, blah, blah, blah. And maybe may mga nanonood dito, I'm not sure, may mga followers ako na natulungan ko na rin magkaroon ng client. And personally, sa personal sphere ko, may mga nagkaroon na rin ng client. Okay? Of course, kapag merong network, there's a big net worth. That's it. Okay? That's why connect lang kayo ng connect sa mga client ninyo, connect lang kayo ng connect sa mga magagaling na virtual assistant, and you can build networks that will help you eventually, right? Next is learning opportunities. The dynamic nature of real estate provides a continuous learning opportunities. And that's what we're looking for, right? As we all know, learning is progressive. It is not stagnant. As someone na nasa real estate, sobrang dynamic ng real estate. Ibig sabihin, kinabukasan may bago ng forms, kinabukasan may bago ng proseso, kinabukasan may bago ng issue, kinabukasan may ang daming nagbabago every day, every month, or every week. So that's why learning opportunities hindi yan natatapos. And as a real estate virtual assistant, you need to have like adaptability skills in order for you to, embrace those changes kasi wala ka namang option, 'di ba? Next is long-term client relationship. So, real estate professional often seek long-term support leading to stable and ongoing work engagement to virtual assistant. And this is our goal, to have a long-term client relationship. Ayaw naman natin mag-client hopping, di ba? Like company hopping, that what we're doing on, corporate setup. So, ang gusto natin, mas matagal, hindi naman kapag sinabing long-term client relationship ay pangit na yon kapag sobrang tagal mo na sa client. Actually, mas maganda nga yung mas matagal yung relationship mo sa client mo. Dahil hindi ka na magkakaroon ng malaking adjustment. Pangalawa, it's a proven track record that that the business is sustainable. Meaning, nagsasurvive siya. Ibig sabihin, napapasahod ka ng client mo. Ibig sabihin, your strategies are working. So, ang goal lang natin ay magkaroon ng long-term client para magkaroon ng stable job. Okay? Next is slide number 11, Mia, please. So, jobs available as a real estate virtual assistant. So, katulad ng sinabi ko, hindi lamang po cold calling ang available na trabaho if you're a real estate virtual assistant. So, ano nga muna tayo? Disposition check and engagement check. Andito pa ba ang lahat? TikTok people?
Yes, I think focus talaga sila kaya quiet. We have 147 viewers.
147.
Sa Facebook.
I have 116.
Oh, diba? Hello, they're really focused and listening.
Yes. If you are here, guys, ayan, sendan nyo naman kami ng heart reaction. So if you are in TikTok or in Facebook, sendan nyo kami ng heart reaction. Pero nakikita ko rin. And if you have questions, guys, I have 2 devices at my side. On the side, I have TikTok, and at the side, I have Facebook. So you can ask question, and I can, address that right away. So now let's jump in when it comes to roles in real estate. So these are the positions available as a real estate virtual assistant. So not only cold caller, you have listing coordinator, ISA, lead manager, social media manager, graphic designer, if you're also a graphic designer, right? So transaction coordinator, that's my specialization. Operations manager, so if gusto mo rin mag-apply as an OM, pwede rin to. And lastly is administrative assistant. Ayan, sabi ni Lai, ang tagal ko naghahanap ng ganitong webinar. Thank you po. You are always welcome. Guys, Mia and I, we have same advocacy. That's why we're helping one another, right? So that's why if you need information about freelancing, real estate virtual assistant, you can join our community and we can share, a lot information and training materials sa inyong lahat. So Here are the roles. I won't explain it further because that's self-explanatory, and that's your homework, guys. You need to search in this position if nagmamatch ba sa skills nyo. But I'm telling you guys, most of this are non-voice and mix of voice and non-voice. Ang voice lang dito ay yung ISA. But most of them, you can do that non-voice and sometimes voice. Bakit ko sinasabi na hybrid? Ba't may hybrid? Yung hybrid nangyayari lang yun if kailangan nyo makipag-call sa client nyo. Like weekly huddle, yun lang. Pero yung day-to-day operations, yung day-to-day basis nyo, it can be just like a non-voice, right? Now, we're done in Module 1. We will jump in sa Module 2. Paano ka mag-start as a real estate virtual assistant? So this is the climax of our conversation, right? So here are the things to prepare. Letter F na naman. Alam niyo, nahawa na ako kay Fruit Kerat. Nanood ko kay Fruit Kerat. Diba? So, first is you need resume. So, payo ko lang, yung resume dapat ay 1-pager lang as much as possible. Diba? Hindi kinakailangan na 3 pages yung resume nyo, guys. Hindi, as much as possible, be direct to the point sa resume na meron kayo. May nag-comment sa sa Facebook, sabi niya parang destiny naman itong webinar na to just got connected to the largest broker recently as a real estate agent. Sign na ata.
Congrats!
Yes! Diba? Congrats! So, we are on slide 15 niya. We have the things to prepare. So, first, kailangan nyo ng resume. Okay? Updated dapat ito. Regardless kung wala kayong experience as a real estate, you can take my online course para meron kayong certification or pwede nyong ilagay na meron kayong knowledge about real estate. I'm telling you guys, it's tailored, my online course is tailored fit sa mga taong walang experience at may experience, okay? And it's a jam-packed module. It's 9 module, guys, and you can learn real estate virtual assistants in less than 8 hours. If you want, if gusto nyo tapusin na 8 hours. Pero may option naman kayong balikan yon at, i-appreciate and intindihin yung mga information ng, na in your own way, like in a self-paced way. So, next is portfolio. Kailangan pa rin ng portfolio kapag real estate virtual assistant ka? Hindi. Kailangan mo lang yun if you're applying as a digital marketer, if you're applying for social media manager, ganon. So, if you're applying for a transaction coordinator role, you don't need a portfolio. Okay? Next, of course, kailangan nyo ng equipment. Pwede po ba cellphone? Hindi. Okay, bakit po? May mga tools and platforms na hindi accessible sa phone. Yan. Okay? Next is a stable internet connection. Of course, kailangan natin. And our productivity will always rely kung gaano ka-bilis yung internet natin. Always remember that. Workstation, of course, as a remote worker or as a freelancer virtual assistant, we still want to feel that we are on a work environment, right? So, if you are starting your journey as a freelancer or virtual assistant, find a very conducive place for you where you can start your work para rin less distraction at makapag-focus kayo. May question, is video introduction needed as well po? Yes, video introduction. And in my online course, I have a sample intro video that you can copy. It's a 1-minute intro video, okay? That you can, benchmark. So, para makagawa kayo ng sarili nyong intro video. Lastly, headset, right? Kailangan nyo ng headset. Di ba bongga yung nanay ni Mia? Habang nag-navigate si Mia, talagang, parang hindi naman siya kita, Mia. Carry lang. Hayaan mo siyang mag-treadmill. Next is mastery in Google Workspace and Microsoft products. Bakit ko sinabing mastery? Guys, kapag kayo ay kahit cold caller yung applyan nyo, any position, kailangan nyo ng mastery sa Google Workspace and Microsoft products. Always remember that. During your application, you will use Google Workspace and Microsoft products during your application. That's why you have to master how to use those platforms. Kapag di nyo pa na-master yan, huwag muna kayo mag-apply. That's the rule of thumb. Okay? Next. Sa laptop po, ano pang much better? Yung may Core i5. Pwedeng Core i5. Pwede na yan. Next. So, ito yung first step mo as a real estate virtual assistant. First, you need to understand the role. Hindi pwedeng mag-a-apply ka lang kasi mukha kang pera. Alam natin na mukha lahat tayo. Ako mukha akong pera. Si Mia mukhang pera yan, di ba? Lahat tayo mukhang pera. Tama? Pero, kailangan talaga nating intindihin yung role. You have to familiarize your... Mia, can you turn the slide on slide number 16? Check naman sa please. So, it says here that you need to familiarize yourself with the duties of a real estate VA, such as managing listings, scheduling appointments, handling communications, and performing market research. Again, all of us may iba-iba tayong skill set, okay? And we have to match our skill set with the role. It's just that para lang yang singsing at ang daliri mo. This is your role, okay? And this is you, okay? Kailangan nyo mag-fit, okay? Kailangan mag-fit ng role at ng skill set mo, okay? If hindi mo pa alam yung particular skill set, pwede ka naman mag-upskill. But what I'm trying to say is kailangan mo mahalin yung role at kailangan mo maintindihan yung role mo in order for you to perform. Next, acquire relevant skills. So, of course, the more na nagiging engaged ka sa trabaho or sa role mo, you will develop a lot of skills such as customer service, communication, organization, and real estate software. Okay? And proficiency in English is really crucial. Baka naman bakla Tagalog ka ng Tagalog o nahihirapan ka okay lang naman na hindi sobrang galing. Okay? Kami naman, hindi naman kami super advanced yung English namin. Pero as long as you can communicate, as long as you can deliver the message to the recipient or to your client, that's much more better, okay? You have to make sure na lang talaga, nako-convey niyo yung message na gusto nyo, okay? Hindi kayo nahihirapan na express yung sarili nyo. Next is, of course, get training and certification. So, enroll in online course for local training programs that offer certification in real estate virtual assistant or related fields. So, napakaswerte niya kasi nung panahon ko, noong 2021, walang ganito. As in, kung gusto mong matuto, magsariling sikap ka. Kailangan mong pumunta sa iba't ibang website, kailangan mong mag-conduct ng thorough research para matutunan yung role na hinahanap mo, right? And when it comes to training, guys, huwag kayong mag-focus sa certification. Kahit 1,000 certificate pa ang meron kayo, pero hindi nyo kayang execute yung nakalagay doon na skills na tinrain nyo, walang kwenta yung certification nyo. Always remember kapag nagtitraining kayo, mag-focus kayo sa essential part, which is the skills na gusto nilang ituro sa inyo or knowledge na gusto nilang ituro sa inyo ng course creator. That's my role as a course creator as well on my online course. And later we will discuss my online course further. So, of course, very important, special tip, create a professional resume. Girl, hindi natin kinakailangan ng bulaklaki na resume, ha? Hindi natin kailangan ng makulay na resume. Hindi nyo rin kailangan ng resume na may picture na grabe ang make-up para namang para may glam team. No? Kailangan lang natin ay professional. Pag sinabing professional resume, kailangan nyo lang i-highlight yung skills nyo, yung training niyo, and yung relevant experience nyo. And kailangan connected yun sa trabaho ng ina-applyan nyo. And kung may certificate kayo, pwede nyo rin include, much better, pero hindi siya requirement.
Sisingit ako dun sa, sisingit ako dun sa professional resume. The easiest way na makagawa kayo ng professional resume is gumawa kayo ng profile either sa LinkedIn or sa JobStreet, and then meron dun option for you to to produce a resume na naka-PDF na. LinkedIn or JobStreet.
Yes, I also have salamat Mia, and dahil siningit mo, may isisingit din akong platform. So there's a platform na ginagamit ko. It's Kinobi. It's Kinobi. It's a resume builder. It's an ATS-friendly or applicant tracker system-friendly resume builder. Pag ginamit yung platform na yun, at itinuro ko yun sa online course ko kung paano siya gamitin. And andun yung helpful links kung saan nyo sa makukuha. Para lang kayo nag-fill out ng Google Form. After nyo mag-fill out ng Google Form, may resume na kayo. That's Kinobi. And it is available on my online course. If you want, later we'll discuss. Next step is build an online presence. This is really important. When we say online presence, is we need to create profiles in freelancing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Online Jobs PH, and in LinkedIn profile. Okay? Pwede na kayo gumawa ng profile sa LinkedIn. When we say build online presence, kailangan yung i-optimize lahat ng profiles nyo. Kasi the more nakikita ng mga kliyente na meron kayong result, you can bring a massive result, you can bring, a revenue to the team, and nakakontribute na kayo ng malaki, the more na mataas ang chance na i-hire nila kayo. So put very much information on your platforms and build an online presence. Time to time, i-check niyo online jobs nyo, apply kayo para hindi mabawasan yung points nyo kasi nababawasan yan. Okay? And sa LinkedIn, connect lang kayo ng connect, okay? And i-try nyo siyang i-optimize by, completing the steps. May mga steps naman doon. Next is network with real estate professional. Join online forums, social media groups, and other local real estate association to connect with real estate agents and brokers who might need a VA. So, paano kami makakonect? Naghanap nga kami ng client. Guys, marami pong mga Facebook group ngayon ng mga real estate VA at marami pong clients na aligid-aligid doon. At if kailangan nyo nun, search nyo lang sa Facebook, napakarami po. Ako kasali ako doon. Okay, so now, next step is prepare a professional setup. So ensure na meron kayong computer, reliable computer, high-speed internet connection, and quiet workspace, okay? And lastly is market your services. Use social media, personal website, freelancing platform to market your VA services. Highlight your unique skills and experience in real estate. Always remember, guys, medyo step na yung competition ngayon. As in, dati, slide 19, Mia, please. So, kung dati, mag-submit kayo ng 5 resume sa, like 5 applications sa online jobs, like, makakatanggap na kayo ng interview right away. Madali lang. Medyo may kadalian siya. Okay? Pero ngayon, medyo may kahirapan na maghanap ng kliyente. Aminin natin yon. And ayoko namang sabihin na yun ay hindi totoo. Dahil ako po mismo, nung nawalan ako ng client, because I shift gears, nahirapan din po ako maghanap ng client. And ayoko naman pong i-sugarcoat na madaling maghanap ng client. Of course, gusto nating magbigay ng tamang impormasyon sa webinar na to. Mahirap na maghanap ng client. That's why, here's the secret ingredient to become a successful or a rockstar virtual assistant. Identify your unique selling proposition. Paano mo ipoposisyon ang sarili mo sa kliyente? Paano mo ipoposisyon sa kanila na, girl, you need to get me. Kasi kapag di mo ko kinuha, it's your loss. You need to have that thinking, right? You need to slay the role, something like that. So, kailangan alamin yung unique selling proposition nyo. Bakit ka naiiba sa lahat ng real estate virtual assistant? Tanungin mo yung sarili mo. And from that, you compose, your own, your maybe just like a reference or a copy na pwede mong gamitin during your interviews. You can say that, isa sa mga sekreto, sige, ibibigay ko na sa inyo. Give them numbers. Ibig sabihin, kapag kinakausap kayo, magbigay kayo ng numbers. Example, can you tell me more something about your experience in real estate? Yeah, I work as a real estate transaction coordinator for 3 years in the state of California where we sell 200 houses in span of 1 year and we were able to generate $400 million. O diba? Ang ganda pakinggan. Ibig sabihin, may resulta yung ginagawa mo. Isang technique yon. Give them numbers. Okay? Last is seek client testimonial. So sa mga may experience na to sa mga may experience na hingi kayo ng testimonial sa client nyo, very effective din to. Kasi lahat na yon parang nanghihingi na. Lahat ng kliyente ngayon sa online jobs, nanghihingi na sila ng references. Matatalino na lahat ng clients ngayon, guys. Ako nagsasabi sa inyo. Okay. So, para mas ma-visualize nyo, slide number 21, Mia. There's a success ladder that I built for you guys. So, ito yung mga ito yung mga steps ninyo para maging rockstar virtual assistant kayo. Of course, mag-start kayo sa pag-submit ng application. Pangalawa, discovery call. Kapag nagkaroon kayo ng of course, during the application, yun yung pinakamahirap na stage. Sa unang baitang, sa unang step, yun yung pinakamahirap. Kailangan makakuha agad kayo ng invite. Ngayon, kapag nakuha kayo ng invite, discovery call. Ano bang meron sa discovery call? Of course, discover the business, discover mo yung role, i-check mo if nagmamatch ba siya sa services na ino-offer mo. Okay? Huwag kayo magpeke-pekean. Kunyari, ang hanap graphic designer, hindi naman kayo magaling sa graphic design, nag-apply kayo. Di ba? Huwag kayong plastic sa role. Okay? Kasi may kita yan sa output ninyo na, bawa, nag-apply kayo, kunyari magaling ISA kayo, nag-apply kayong graphic designer, hindi naman kayo magaling sa graphics. Sobrang pangit ng output nyo sa kanila. Kasi alam ng mga yan ang magaganda ang quality, di ba? Next is kick-off call or onboarding call. Of course, kapag naging successful yung discovery call, yung interview ninyo, tsaka mangyayari ang kick-off call or onboarding call. This one, i-hand over mo na yung sarili mo sa client mo. Ibig sabihin, client, pwede ko na hingin yung mga platforms, ano yung mga gusto mo ipagawa sa akin day by day. Amin na yung access mo. Ganyan. Involved na kayo sa business ng client nyo. And of course, as a service provider, ang pinakakailangan is nurturing the business. The more na nini-nurture nyo yung business na meron kayo, the more na mas mataas ang chance ng stability ng trabaho ninyo at magkasahod kayo. Guys, ayoko rin kasing i-romanticize yung linya na hindi ka naman tagapagmana ng kliyente. Gaga. Kapag wala kang care sa business nyo at bumagsak yung business nyo, wala papasahurin yung client, wala ipapasahod yung client sa inyo. That's why lagi kanina palang binabanggit ko, have a business owner mindset. That's the first step. Do not be just like a yes man. Okay? Ayaw natin copy and paste lang ang trabaho ninyo. Kasi kung copy and paste lang yan, di sana hindi na lang kayo nag-apply as a reva. Kailangan mag-specialize tayo. Okay? At hindi ko naman sinasabi hindi importante ang copy and paste. Mahalaga po yun. Diba? Kailangan very keen into details din tayo kapag nagde-data entry tayo. Pero kailangan diverse yung skills natin. Kaya pa ba i-module 3, Mia? Tapusin na natin?
Yes, of course. I'm sure ang dami pa nating viewers and I'm sure ang dami nilang natututunan. Nakaka 30 minutes pa lang tayo. Pero ang dami mo nang nasabi. Is everybody okay? Olga, are you from a different country? I'm sorry, we are on a Taglish session right now. We'll probably have another session na English only, but currently we are already in a Taglish Taglish session. But later on, yung mga questions ninyo, ilagay nyo lang po dyan yung questions niyo sa comment section. So, pupuntahan din namin. I also have some questions kay AJ na parang podcast style so that marami kayong matutunan pa later on. Ayan ang mga friendly ni AJ nandyan sa likod. Hello, everybody. Sino si King? Si King ba yan?
Ayan, ang dami. Oo, si King.
Ay, King!
Ang dami. Ayan. Kasi guys, mag-install kami ng yung vinyl ba yun? Or vinyl?
Okay.
So, sila ang mag-install.
Perfect. Wait, I got my first client, $2 per hour as someone who doesn't have experience. Do you think it's good? Hindi po. Even if wala kang experience, dapat hindi tayo bumababa ng $5. So, ano pa yan, medyo low ball pa yan. Try mo pa-increasean. But I'll give it away to AJ. Meron pa po siyang mga modules. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers are very excited. For those na mawawala dito mamaya, this is recorded. You will be able to rewatch this on my Facebook page. And bibigay ko din po yung recording kay AJ, and you can also watch this on his Facebook page. Ipopost po namin yung links ni AJ sa mga comment section. Tracy, I think nandito na si Tracy. Tracy, pa-help na lang ako sa mga kasi hindi ako makapag-comment. Ayan. So, okay. Take it away, AJ, for Module 3.
Okay. If you're still with me, ayan, sendan nyo kami ng wow reaction. Ganyan. O sa mga nasa TikTok, sendan nyo kami ng stars. Charis! Sendan nyo kami ng gifts. Eme lang. Ayan, may nag-comment pa sa TikTok. Sulit ang course ni ate kong AJ, lalo na yung photo ng ikot ng Reva. Ayan, may class.
Ano
guys,
yun?
Hindi ko alam kung typo lang yung photo. Hindi ko alam yung ibig sabihin ng photo. Pero sabi niya, sulit yung course ko. Kasi nag-avail siya ng course ko. Si Castor Pollux, nasa TikTok siya.
Oh, okay.
So, guys, sinasabi ko sa inyo, yung online course ko, palugi sale na lang yun, okay? Dahil ang gusto lang naman natin,
$4.99 na lang, di ba?
Palugi sale ko, it's $4.99. So, later, I'll have my QR code, and you can scan that QR code where you can access all of my links, Facebook page ko, free community later, okay?
Guys, imagine niyo ha, etong libre niya, libre lang to, free patikim. Sa $499, mas marami pang information. So, go for it.
Yes, dahil doon may mga documents na akong shinare para aware kayo ano yung mga itsura niya kapag nasa client na kayo, di ba? Oy, sakto sahod ko today. Oh, Mark, check out mo na, bakla. Charot. So, anyway, Highway, ang tanong, how to be a rockstar virtual assistant. So, kapag tapos na kayo sa nurturing the business, kunyari, onboarding na kayo sa client nyo, paano nga ba maging rockstar virtual assistant? Remember, so that you know, the stability of your job will depend on how you perform. If you're not performing very well, so mag-isip-isip ka na. Okay? AJ, okay lang bang matulog sa shift? Aba, oo! Ako, natutulog ako sa shift. Alam ni Mia yan. Ibahago ko kapag natutulog kami sa shift. Diba?
Nasa Discord kasi kami niyan. We have a Discord community. If you want to join, co-working space po sa Discord, mapapanood nyo po kaming natutulog habang nagtatrabaho.
Yes. Pero, bibigyan ko kayo ng reminder. Pero by the way, thanks to my sister who works as a social media manager for me. So, she's trying to engage on Facebook. So, you can message me on Facebook. My sister will respond right away. Okay? So that you know, your stability of your job will depend on how you perform. So, kapag ganito, pwede matulog sa trabaho, pwede. Tapusin mo muna yung trabaho mo bago ka matulog. That's it. Make sure na wala kang pending task bago ka matulog. That's it. Okay? And eto lang yung, kaya siya nauna kasi sobrang, nito sa akin, sobrang lalim ng pinaghuhugutan ko. Okay? Again, magiging stable lang yung trabaho mo if nagpe-perform ka. If hindi, matakot ka na. Okay? So, there's no over-communication. When I say there's no over-communication, it is you and your client. So, there's no over-communication. The more na nagko-communicate ka sa client mo, the more na mas nagugustuhan nila yon. Kasi, they believe that you are very intentional on what you're doing. And if may isang particular isang step na hindi ka alam sa business, ask them. Sobrang ma-appreciate nila yon. Huwag kang magmagaling. Okay? Next, treat your client as business partner. Ayan. So, huwag mo siyang i-treat as a Panginoon. Hindi mo siya Panginoon. Okay? Business partner mo siya. That's why kapag nagkakaroon kayo ng meeting, try to deliver the performance of during the month, diba? And tell them, okay, it's the status of our business. Do you have any thoughts? Blah, blah, blah. Ganon. Next is think like a business owner. So this is very important. Kasi kapag business owner ka na mag-think, nagmamanifest yan sa action mo. Kung dati pabara-bara ka na lang, or should I say, you're a fan of mediocrity, kapag business owner ka, hindi na. Kasi as a business owner, kailangan lahat ng binibigay mo sa client mo, the best, di ba? Hindi dapat, hindi average, right? Kailangan the best. Ultimate yung binibigay mo sa client mo. That's for slide number 24. Tama na, sa tamang slide tayo. So, other information, gain in-depth real estate knowledge. Okay, understand the real estate market, terminology, and process along the way. So and also stay updated on industry trends and regulations. Since real estate is a very dynamic industry. Slide number 25, Mia. Next is master essential skills. So ito yung mga skills na essentials. Be clear, concise, and professional in all forms of communication. Whether it is on a meeting, through an email. Paano nga ba maging professional? Pag may Zoom call kayo, mag-turn on kayo ng camera. Client nyo hindi naka-turn on, wala akong pakialam. Okay? Mag-turn on kayo ng camera. Okay? Yun yung pinakamahalaga sa lahat. That's a basic netiquette na kailangan nyong i-practice as a freelancer or virtual.
Gusto ko yun, netiquette. Gagamitin ko nga yan. Sa'yo ko first time narinig niyan. You are very smart.
Diba? We have etiquette, we have netiquette, right? So, next is keep track of appointments, deadline, and tasks meticulously. Always use your task management tool or your Google Calendar to track deadlines. And that's your role as a real estate virtual assistant. Track those critical dates. Okay? Kasi nga, magulo na buhay ng real estate agent nyo, magulo pa buhay mo. Siyempre, pangit yun. Kailangan nyo maging organized. Next is familiarize yourself with real estate software such as MLS. MLS stands for Multiple Listing Service, Customer Relationship Management Tools, Property Management System if you are under property management, and office software such as Microsoft Office and Google Workspace. Konting sundot lang. Sa aking online course, i-discuss ko din ang Google Workspace and Microsoft products on Module 1 and how to create resume. That's why yung Module 1 ko, 1 oras na agad. Kasi nga, jam-pack talaga yon. Okay? Next
question
is...
pala, AJ, sorry. Ano yung mga iba't ibang klaseng CRM tools na kailangan nilang matutunan?
Yes. So there are a lot of CRMs available right now. Ang pinaka-sikat sa kanila ay ang Go High Level. So yun yung pinaka-ulul na... Sorry sa term. Ano mo yun? Pinaka-famous...
Baliw na baliw sila.
Baliw na baliw sila sa Go High Level. Kasi bakit? Integrated na lahat sa loob ng Go High Level. Pwede nilang i-integrate yung social media nila, may email campaign doon, so they don't have to purchase like MailChimp, right? Or other email softwares, right? Ano pa ba? Marami eh. Pag CRM kasi depende yan sa type of business ng client. Follow-up boss.
KV.
Yeah, KV Core. Yeah. What else? Yun lang yung naririnig ko sa ngayon. Klaviyo.
Yeah, naririnig ko yan. So, di ba ako pag nagtuturo ako, meron akong CRM tools na tinuturo sa inyo. Like, ClickUp yung ganyan. Iba pa kasi yung CRM tools na ginagamit rin for real estate. So, yun yung mga binention ni AJ.
Correct. And thanks for asking about those platforms, right? Para magkaroon na rin sila ng idea. So, invest in continuous learning. So, ako, nag-i-invest pa ba ako? Oo. Last time nga, kaka-attend ko lang nung meeting about sa California California Association of Realtors. Hindi ako licensed professional pero umattend ako doon kasi gusto kong matuto. Ano yung mga bagong forms ngayon sa California na ginagamit? Paano siya gamitin? Bakit siya kailangan gamitin? Kasi magagamit niyo po yun sa trabaho niyo. Ako nagsasabi sa inyo. Next is seek feedback and improve. Regularly ask clients for feedback on your performance and use it to improve your services. Show that you are dedicated to exceeding their expectations. So, ask feedback sa client niyo. May masasakit na feedback, pero kapag masakit, ibig sabihin totoo. Ibig sabihin, kailangan nyo talagang mag-improve. Alam nyo rin yan sa sarili nyo, if kailangan nyo mag-improve, okay? Kailangan nyo yun, kasi yung growth naman, hindi siya laging masarap eh. 'Di ba? Ang growth talaga, kailangan mong sumugal, at kailangan mo mag-invest, kailangan mong masaktan paminsan if kailangan mo ng growth. Okay. Next is maintain high ethical standards. Demonstrate reliability, integrity, and confidentiality in all your dealings. Trustworthiness is crucial in real estate transaction. Do not expose your client information. I never showed any platforms na meron ako na ginagamit ko sa trabaho ko. Sa online course ko, may documents ako, yes, but I blurred all of the information na pwede niyong makita na about sa client. Okay? If may Data Privacy Act tayo, meron din sila. Okay? And if you are working as a cold caller, please do not loudspeak or do not put your device on a speakerphone and try to converse with the client while on the call. Do not try to tell their address and their message, their phone number while on TikTok live. Okay? I'm not trying to attack someone, but that's
Pero
how we
ganun na
maintain.
din yun.
Ganun na rin ba yun? Wala akong mention na name. It's a friendly. It's a friendly reminder, guys. That's how you maintain high ethical standards. Okay? You know how to protect the data of your client. Ayaw nyo rin na mga expose yung data na meron kayo, di ba? And last is deliver results consistently. Meet deadlines, achieve targets, deliver high-quality work consistently. Hindi pwedeng January ang galing mo, February, lelembang-lembang ka, wala kang naipoproduce na maganda. Diba? Kailangan, consistent tayo, kailangan, ganun yung Rockstar VA. Kailangan nagde-deliver tayo ng result talaga on a monthly basis na merong quality. Okay? So, are you ready to be a Rockstar virtual assistant?
Yes.
That's for slide 29.
Yes, of course.
So, if you're ready, start, always issue an agreement or contract. Wag kayong syusyunga-syunga na nag-apply kayo sa online jobs, tapos, yeah, let's start. Kinabukasan, start na kayo, wala kayong initial agreement or contract. It's a big red flag for you as a real estate virtual assistant. Guys, may available na template sa Google Documents. Pumunta kayo, i-modify nyo lang yun. Meron na kayong agreement. I-send nyo. Kung wala kayong digital signature platforms, merong available online. Go to ilovepdf.com. Send it digitally to your client.
Huwag niyong gagayahin yung nangyaring nag-viral ngayon sa TikTok. Yung kay ano ba yun? Kay Alan Kineme ba yun? Tsaka kay Coloret.
Kay Nina. Ay, hindi ko alam. Pag-usapan natin sa Discord. Ayan. So, require deposit if possible. Like prepaid service, bayad muna bago trabaho. Para less scam tayo. And dito, pwedeng 50-50. 50% deposit, 50% sa una, then 50% pagkatapos ng cut-off date. Ako ba, prepaid service ba ako? Yes, I'm on a prepaid service in all clients na meron ako. Okay? Next, if you are all over the place or burned out, revisit yourself. Allow yourself to rest. Always uphold work-life balance. Mag-set kayo ng date kung kailan pwede kayong alam ni Mia yan, saksakan ko ng lakas ng uminom. Di ba? Pero, kapag nasa trabaho na ako, I'm focused sa trabaho ko. Nagtatrabaho ako kung kailangan ko magtrabaho, kailangan ko gumawa ng pera para may pang-inom ako. Di ba? Pero if yun naman ay, if Sabado-Linggo, huwag kayo magbukas ng laptop. If yun yung day off nyo. Spend your time with your friends, gumala kayo, kumain kayo ng masarap na pagkain because at the end of the day, nagtatrabaho kayo para makamtan nyo ang masarap na buhay. Hindi para tipirin ang sarili ninyo. Bumili kayo ng fins, diba? Ng goggles, kung gusto nyo. If you are nagpi-free dive kayo, diba? Ayan.
Tapos
next,
kapag wala kayong free dive, gamitin nyo yung goggles nyo habang nagtatrabaho.
Correct. Tama. Gamitin yung fins nyo sa CR ninyo. Ganyan. Para naman ma-practice yung mga paa nyo, di ba? Meron lang. Gusto ko lang pag-aanin yung ang ating conversation. Kapag napanghihinaan ka na ng loob, dadating kayo sa punto, guys. Alam namin ni Mia yan, di ba? We've been in the industry, let's just say for almost 4 years. And paulit-ulit lang nangyayari sa buhay namin. Thankfully, I have Mia, I have my other friends in Discord. So, mas nagiging magaan ng buhay at ang trabaho. Kasi pagkatapos ng call at ang daming pinag-usap, punyeta, ang dami nakakapag-open up agad kami, di ba? And maganda na meron kayong accountability partners and personal learning networks na kung saan accountability partners nyo sila.
Kung
in terms of person.
Pagsasabihan mo sila na gisingin mo ako after 10 minutes.
Yes. Gisingin mo after 10 minutes. Pagising ko pala alas 7 na, shut out na ako.
Gisingin mo ako after 10 minutes kasi may meeting ako. Ganun.
Yes. Tatawagan sa messenger. Eto ang masama, naka-DND ka. Diba?
Hindi mo maririnig.
Okay. I think this year, I published a video in TikTok na parang nasasawa na ako sa buhay ko, na parang paulit-ulit na lang. Alam niyo yung ginawa ko? And credits to Bloggy Mary, who's also my mentor in freelancing industry. Always go back to your biggest why. Sobrang laki ng impact ni Mary sa akin as a freelancer and virtual assistant. Alam natin yan. Diba? If you know Bloggy Mary, shout out to you, mama. Always go back to your biggest why. Ito lagi paghuhugutan nyo. Para kanino kayo bumabangon. Diba? Gusto nyo ba bumalik ulit kayo sa panahon na ang ulam nyo ay hotdog o footlong na hahatiin nyo sa 7 tapos 10 tao kayo maghahati-hati? O di kaya linggo-linggo, pansit canton ulam nyo, iba-iba lang flavor? Gusto nyo bang bumalik sa panahon na kuryente nyo kulang parang installment nyo sa Shopee Pay kasi ang taas? Diba? Ayaw natin yun. Ayaw natin palayasin tayo ng mga landlord natin. And salamat sa freelancing. And ayokong maiyak dito, pero parang naiiyak ako.
Eto na nga, go.
Yeah. Naiiyak ako dahil sobrang laki ng epekto sa akin ng freelancing.
Sabihin mo kung bakit.
Una, wala kaming bahay. Naranasan ko tumira sa ilalim ng tulay before. Ilang beses kaming napapalayas dahil nga walang pambayad ang ateret mo, 'di ba? Walang bayad ang Mujisang nyo kasi wala namang stable income. That's why, yun yung naging reason ko. Sabi ko, kailangan maging magaling ako palagi sa school, sa trabaho, ganyan. And nung nandito na ako sa freelancing, I found my groove. Sabi ko, this is my arena. I have to excel on this one. And alam nyo, sa sobrang bait ni Lord and sa kasipagan na rin na siguro, daig ng masipag ang matalino, tandaan niyo yan. Kahit gaano ka katalino, pero kung tamad ka, wala kang mararating sa buhay. And salamat kay freelancing, may isa ng degree holder sa family namin, and it is me.
At ikaw yun! Oh my God.
May bahay ako. Kaya huwag kayong paloko-loko sa akin. Kaya sa mga gustong maging asawa na ako, hala! Asawa agad! Charot lang. Gusto ka lang pag-uwin yung atmosphere. So sa mga nagsasabi na imposible, posible. Okay? Kailangan lang pagtrabaho.
May nag-comment, AJ, sabi ni Mamita, I've purchased the online course of our able resource person and I thank him for his wealth of knowledge and experience.
Thank you, Mamita. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Mamita, if you have question, ask me on TikTok or in Facebook. I'll respond right away. Ganun tayo kabilis, di ba? Hindi natin tinitreat yung mga consumer ng ating course na parang pagbili nyo ng course, okay na? Hindi. If kailangan nyo ng tulong ko, tutulungan ko pa rin kayo. Okay?
My gosh, alam niyo yung wait lang yung kwento ni AJ na yon. Yan ang isa sa mga reasons din kung bakit ako inspired magtrabaho lagi. Dahil yung pinagdaanan niya talaga ibang klase. How to enroll, nandyan po sa comment section yung link to the course. It's only naka-sale ngayon kasi birthday po ni AJ sa Sabado na. Sa Sabado na po. And AJ is turning, how old?
23
lang, batang-bata pa.
Yes.
So, before
fresh. Like minty fresh.
Pero AJ, I have some questions bago tayo mag-move and promote yung socials mo.
Yes.
Kasi social mo na yun. Ayan. So, ito yung socials niya if you want to follow him. Just scan the code. Tapos ano ba yung next? Ay, hindi. Thanks for viewing. Ay, ano nangyari? Sandali. Ayan yung socials niya. And then yung link to his course is in the comment section. I-chat na lang po ni Tracy or ni AJ or ni Abby. But AJ, I have a question. Kasi 'di ba, nagsimula ka ng wala ka talagang experience as a Reva. Diba? As in, no experience at all, zero experience. Ano yung mga advice mo sa mga wala ring experience na gustong mag-start as a Reva? Ano yung dapat nilang matutunan? Like, may YouTube channel ba sila na dapat panoorin on, aside from your Reva course ha? Like, yung magbabasa ng mga kontrata, yung mga law na pwede nilang, so that they can create their own, portfolio na may idea talaga sila tungkol sa pagiging isang real estate VA.
Ako kasi, to be honest, wala akong finalo before.
Wala.
Natuto lang ako sa client ko. Pero what you can do is I have a friend of mine who is a transaction coordinator. Ito ay applicable sa mga admin assistant ha. Okay, and transaction coordinator. You can visit Transaction Care in YouTube. She will give you a brief or just like, a brief introduction in the world of real estate, more on transaction. Her name is Lily Hernandez. Shout out Lily if you're here in TikTok, pero taga California si bakla. So, I just met her on TikTok and she is really amazing in producing contents about transaction coordination and administrative assistance. You can follow her on YouTube. Again, it's Transaction Services by Lily Hernandez.
Ayan, perfect. So, ayan yung ano. So, guys, even wala pong experience, pwede po kayong maging Reva. Of course, you can start with AJ's course kasi talagang, ang tawag dito, ako kasi wala rin ako masyadong makitang Reva na VA talagang nag-share except for AJ. Kasi yung iba more on social media managers or bookkeeping, pero sa Reva si AJ talaga yung go-to person natin. Kaya nga siya yung guest speaker natin dito.
Also, may nag-comment. Sabi niya, currently a listing coordinator. Hi, Jane!
Hello,
Bongga.
Jane. Ayan. Diba? So, katulad ng sinabi ni AJ kanina, hindi lang ang real estate VA, hindi lang kayo, ang dami nyo actually pwedeng gawin, no? AJ, pwede kayong maging cold caller. Pwede kayong maging transaction coordinator na katulad ni AJ. Ano pa ba? Basta marami siyang minention. Makikita nyo lahat yun sa kanyang course. Let me comment ulit yung link. AJ, palagay na lang yung link sa link ng course mo sa TikTok. Kasi wala akong access to comment sa TikTok. Unfortunately.
What do you mean? The checkout link of my course?
Yes.
Nika, are you there? Nika, inutusan yung kapatid sa live, no? Nika, if you're here, can you go to TikTok? Hawak ni Nika yung TikTok ko. Can you comment my checkout link, please?
Ito, wait.
Wait nyo lang yung sisterette ko.
Hold on. Ako naman, i-comment ko po sa Facebook. Ayan. Kinoment ko na po yung link to his Reva course.
Ayan, nag-comment ako.
Ayan.
Hello. So sa lahat ng viewers, click the link on my bio and you can avail my online course.
Perfect. Ayan. So,
ayan, nag-comment ako. Hello.
Ayan siya.
Hello ulit. Ayan. So guys, ayan. Pwede nyo i-visit yung TikTok ko. Also, i-follow nyo na rin ako, utang na loob. Nagmakaawa.
Oo, follow nyo po siya sa lahat ng socials niya. Especially sa TikTok and sa kanyang Facebook page. Kasi marami po siyang sinishare na mga tips tungkol sa pagiging isang Reva or transaction coordinator. Every day po yan. Every day. Masipag po gumawa ng content si AJ. And then if you want...
Thanks to my sister.
Yes, sa kanyang SMM. And then, yan, if you want more content or if you want more information, sa totoo lang po, napamura po ng course fee ni AJ. Here, overseas, the lessons are worth thousands of dollars. Oo, correct. Oo, affordable po yung course ni AJ. And the thing is, if he will update, meron na po kayong lifetime access na tong course na to. So, if magdadagdag po siya ng mga bagong modules, meron na po kayong makukuha na, na update. Lahat po ba covered like property management?
Property management, hindi masyado.
Kasi iba ang property management, di ba?
Iba ang property management. I have clients in UK, sobrang iba niya.
Oo, kasi parang ang real estate is really buying and selling. Ang property management,
it's flats. It's just
rental.
Like apartment, rental, right?
Yeah.
Long-term and short-term rentals.
Parang Airbnbs, ganyan.
Correct.
Ganon siya. So,
pag Airbnb naman kasi, it's just like may papasok, diba? Pero kapag kasi, in a monthly basis, kailangan mong i-visit yung mga certificates. Depende yan sa country na belong sila.
Nag-offer po ba si Coach AJ ng coaching? May one-on-one coaching
yes.
na ba?
You can also visit my community and avail my coaching session for just $4.99. So it's a 1-hour session with me. Tanungin mo ko ng tanungin, manawa ka.
Eto pa, lahat po ba ng real estate ay calls or may non-voice? May non-voice po.
May non-voice. Oo, may non-voice. Sobrang
Yes.
daming non-voice, guys.
Ayan, si Miss Mamita naman, I have purchased your lifetime access. Sa akin naman yun. Wala pa naman ako sa applying. I can already sense the molding of a homegrown VA. Thank you so much. Till when po pwedeng mag-pay sa online? Hanggang September lang, no? For the whole month of September yung sale
For
mo.
the whole month of September, it's $499. Pagdating ng October, back to, ano ulit siya? $599.
$599 yan. So, kunin nyo na po habang nakasale po siya kasi birthday na po ni AJ on Saturday.
Yeah.
At kami po ay magwawalwalan kung wala pong bagyo.
Yes, walang bagyo. Ako ang bahala.
Ayan. Ayan, so guys, just click, ano nyo lang yung, ano tawag dito? Yung QR code. And then if you want to talk to AJ, pwede po kayong mag-join sa aming Discord channel. Yung Discord channel ko po, link will be in my bio. Anong tawag dito? May mga questions ba sa TikTok, AJ? Kasi hindi ko nakikita yung TikTok.
Oo, may nagsabi saan po ma-avail. Mga bakla, i-click assignment nyo, homework. I-click nyo yung profile ko.
Sa TikTok
I-click
yan.
nyo yung link ko sa bio ko. Lahat ng nasa TikTok. Unang assignment nyo yan as a virtual assistant, kailangan marunong makinig ng instruction. I-click nyo yung profile ko, may link sa bio, nandun lahat ng helpful links. Community, free online course ko, sa inyo na, andun yung paid online course ko.
Ayan, so may nagtanong din, ano daw yung inclusion ng course? Sige, so meron tayong total of 9 modules dun sa course po ni AJ.
Correct.
Hindi ko lang makita kung ano yung mga title per
So,
module.
on Module 9, we will discuss about the basics, how to create your resume as a real estate virtual assistant,
Module 1.
Google products, in Module 1. Google products, andun po lahat, and Microsoft products, diniscuss ko din, real estate terminologies, real estate basic documents, platforms, at marami pang iba. Okay?
Yung Module 2.
Kailangan ba maging specific? Hold on tayo.
Hindi, sige. Hindi, tinatanong lang nila kasi kung ano daw laman per module. But yes, yun na yun. Marami, lahat-lahat na inano niya. Sinama niya dun sa course. There are total of 9 modules and a total of 8 hours. 8 hours worth of video tutorials na papanoorin ninyo. One ko sana ang course ni AJ and course nyo. May promo rin po ba sa course nyo? Currently, my course right now is on a regular rate. Wala pa po akong discount. Hindi ako sumabay sa 99 kasi kaka-sale ko lang nung August. So, we'll see. Update ko kayo but wala pa naman plano. Regular.
Okay, so to be specific, on Module 1, on Module 2, the basics of real estate. Module 3 is basic of real estate transaction process. Module 4 is real estate terminologies para alam niyo yung mga jargons, right? Next is basic real estate documents. Module 6, basic tools and platforms in real estate. 7, available jobs for real estate virtual assistant. Module 8, things to remember as a REVA. That would include the inspections, yung mga kailangan yung tandaan as a REVA na hindi na ituturo by the book or sa websites, right? And last is client acquisition. Tuturuan ko kayo paano mag-apply, saan pwede mag-apply as a REVA. Okay?
Grabe pala
Self-paced
yung
po ba ang
course
REVA
mo.
course? Yes.
Grabe pala yung course mo, no?
Ayan, FB10 si Mia, no?
Ay,
FB10 ba siya?
sorry, oo. Can you hear me? Anyway, grabe pala. Can you hear me?
Ayan, if may tanong kayo, FB10 si Mia, tanungin niyo lang ako. Ako ang naka-ano, Body ba sa TikTok? Sorry, wala pala ako sa TikTok.
Hala, nag-FB
Ayan,
na
may
lahat.
tanong.
Ayun.
Bakla may live course din bang magaganap? Wala. Super ganda ng lessons ni AJ, loving each one of them. Thank you, Padaba ni Mamita. Sobrang na-appreciate ko ang inyong kind words. Next. Ha 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 ha. Binasa ko.
Ayan, but anyway guys, thank you so much. Please follow AJ enroll in his course if you have the budget. If wala naman po, follow him on all of his socials para makita niyo po yung mga free content na ginagawa niya and free tutorials via TikTok and FB page. But yeah, mag-work na po kami kasi magsa-start na po ang mga shift namin.
Ayan. Parang FB10 pa rin si Mia.
Talaga?
FB10 pa rin ba siya?
Kanina pa ako nagsasalita.
Press 2 if FB10 si Mia or press 1 if ako ang FB10.
What's the difference between listing and transaction coordinator?
Okay. Pag sinabing listing, you are involved in putting the property in the market. Okay? From listing or pag sinabing listing, pinaprepare nyo pala yung bahay ipe-prepare nyo pala yung bahay para ibenta sa market, involved ka na doon. So that's why, that's listing. Okay? Ngayon, kapag nag-under contract na siya, that's transaction na. Okay? That's why if you are a transaction coordinator, you have two services that you can offer. You can offer listing to close, meaning tutulungan mo yung agent mula sa paglilist ng property or pagbebenta ng bahay sa any marketplace hanggang sa mag-under contract, hanggang mag-close of escrow. Kapag naman transaction to close of escrow, ikaw bilang transaction coordinator, mag-enter ka lang once under contract na. Hindi ka mag-enter kapag under the listing. Okay?
Ayan, o diba? Ganyan. Matututunan din ba nila yan sa course mo?
Of course, sobra.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
guys.
everyone.
Bye, everyone. Follow me on my socials, okay? If you want any tips on how to start your journey as a virtual assistant or as a real estate virtual assistant, like and follow and scan the QR code, okay? Bye, everyone.